Hello Facebook, I'm Jimmy, the manager at ISHINE Express Car Wash and Detail on Jones Road. Today we will be performing our engine clean on this customer's 2013 Toyota Tundra. This service costs $59.99. It helps with identifying any leaks. It also helps with knocking off dirt and also grease. It can also increase your resale value as well, especially when you have a maintained and clean engine. Along with me today, I'm going to be having our detail supervisor, Teresa, come over and she's going to be performing the work. She's going to start off by covering any exposed wires and any major components. That will entail the battery, the alternator, things like that that are electrical and sensitive to water. The chemicals that we're going to be using for this task is our APC. It's an all-purpose cleaner. It helps clean any light dirt. It also helps break down any oil and grease. In addition to this, we're going to be using our universal dressing. This here, it shines and protects, so it protects any hard plastics and any rubber hose under the engine bay. In addition to these chemicals here, she's going to be using a pressure washer to help knock off any dirt that she cleans off, and this is rated for roughly about 800 psi. Alright, and as you guys can see, she has the entire engine bay covered with our APC, the all-purpose cleaner, and her next step is going to be using a pressure washer to lightly push off and also rinse down the entire engine bay, including the hood. So she's going to go ahead and start in the center, underneath the windshield wipers, and work her way up to the hood, and then all the way back down toward the engine bay. Alright you guys, now we're going to be moving on to the inspection. So now she's going to hop up on her step ladder, just so that she can be able to see the entire engine bay. And at this point, she's going to inspect and make sure that everything got hit and everything is clean before she moves on to the next step. Alright, she's done with her inspection, and now we're going to move on to the next step. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, she's going to be using that universal dressing to help protect and shine all the hard plastics and any rubber hoses. Alright, and as you guys can see, she's done with her universal dressing step. So everything here is covered in universal dressing. So now she's going to go ahead and move on and remove any blue tape that she did whenever she was covering up the exposed wires. And she's also going to remove her bag from the battery. Alrighty, and as you guys can see, she's done with her final step. Now she's going to go ahead and move on to closing the engine bay. We're going to go ahead and crank on the truck and let it run, let it settle, and then we're going to go ahead and send this customer through on our free $14 wash, and we'll meet you on our detail side when it's Alright you guys, as you can see, we got the Toyota Tundra in our detail bay. Teresa is going to go ahead and pop the hood so that we can go ahead and look at what we have.